Okay, today I will make a video about how I practice the shadowing technique by my own. I just choose an article on the NBC News, which name is Western lawmakers call on Biden FEMA to declare drought disaster, and then I copy the content of the news and I put it in the Samsung Note and search the word that I don't know in the dictionary and write the way that that was how to pronounce that word in here, and then I just practice reading and then listen again my records, not to rely what is my mispronunciations, I can check again and fix my errors. Okay, I will start to read this one. Western lawmakers call on Biden FEMA to declare drought disaster. There's little to no livestock feed available in the West, and farmers are considering selling their livestock or land. Two House members wrote, congressional leaders are calling on President Joe Biden to declare a drought disaster in the West and records temperatures and historic wildfires battered multiple states. In letter, Joe Nogis of Colorado and Jair Huffman of California, Democrats whose districts have been ravaged by drought and wildfires, asked Biden and the Federal Emergency Management Agencies to release additional resources to aid Western communities faced with water cuts as supplies rapidly dwindle. There's a little to no livestock feed available in the West. Farmers are considering selling their livestock or land, and many species of wildlife are suffering from wildfire and lack of water. Nogis and Huffman wrote in the letter, which was sent Wednesday. This drought could have long-term impacts on the food supply, wildlife, and livelihoods of Americans in the West as these conditions persist. The letter supports a request this month from the governors of California, Colorado, Idaho, Montana, Nevada, New Mexico, North Dakota, Oregon, Utah, and Washington. In their letter, the governors asked the Biden administration to declare a drought disaster in their states that would allow agricultural communities to access funding beyond what is available through existing emergency programs. Historic drought levels threaten to eliminate entire crops, depress yields, and harbor extreme levels of pests and disease that add to the cumulative loss. They wrote, the federal government declares an unprecedented water shortage this month for the Colorado River and Lake Mead, triggering mandatory water cuts and opening a new chapter in the worsening struggle with drought in the West. Water supplies from the Colorado River for Arizona, Nevada, and parts of Mexico will be reduced starting in January after the U.S. Bureau of Reclamations and Agencies of Interior Department issues a formal shortage declaration for the river of the first time. Although the first round of cutbacks will affect mainly farmers, sparing cities and homes in the short term, further drought and Lake Mead's water level would trigger much deeper water reductions that could ultimately affect cities like Phoenix, Las Vegas, and Tucson, Arizona, as well as parts of California. The water shortage comes as 13 states are battling nearly 100 wildfires, which have burned more than 2.5 million acres this summer, according to the National Interagency Fire Center. Only one of the fires is fully contained. The explosive Caddo Fire in Northern California, which has scored more than 126,000 acres and is 11% contained, has forced thousands of people to evacuate their homes and devastated a mountain community. This is also knocking the door of the Lake Tahoe Basin, a popular destination for hiking, swimming, and camping. The Biden administration on Tuesday approved California's request for a major disaster declaration, which will bolster emergency response and support efforts in lessen Devonshire Placer and Plumas counties related to the disease and river fires. We are grateful that President Biden has declared a major disaster in California for the wildfires that started last month and continue to destroy homes and unpenned lives. Democratic Diners Faiston and Alec Padilla of California said in a joint statement. The disruptions to so many lives is heartbreaking, and we must to do all we can to help the families get their life back on track.